Welcome back. Joining me now is Jackie Villemere of the Decapulettes roller derby team. Welcome, Jackie.
Hi, thanks.
I've got to tell you, I hear roller derby and I think this is kind of a brutal sport.
I guess it can look that way from the outside. We have some very gentle and soft women that join, but once you get them in a competition mode, they do look like bloodthirsty killers, I'll admit. With a lot of the rules, sometimes it's difficult to understand the sport. So people think that you can just, smash and bash and punch in the face and choke people and stuff. But it's not like that at all. We have 5 to 7 referees for every game to keep it safe for everybody involved. There are definitely rules in place of what you cannot do. But if you follow the guidelines and the rules and hit people in legal zones, you can really make them fly.
Okay, good. Now, give me a little bit of background about flat track roller derby itself, just in case the viewers aren't really sure what roller derby looks like.
Okay. Basically, roller derby, flat track roller derby consists of 2 teams competing in 2 half-hour periods. Within the half-hour periods are what we call jams. They're 2 minutes long. So during a jam, each team will have 4 blockers, which are players, those are positions, and 1 jammer. The jammers race around the track, gaining points off of every opposing player that they pass. The blockers' jobs is to stop the opposing jammer from getting through and to stop the opposing blockers from blocking our jammer. So essentially, it's a race between the 2 jammers to attain the most points while being tossed around like a pinball.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Give me an idea about what does the roller derby athlete look like?
Oh, she's everybody. We literally have girls from 18 to 50 on our team, 90-pound women, 300-pound women, short, tall. Every woman possible plays this sport. Each individual has a spot to fill. We've got bankers, we have bus drivers, we have accountants, we have stay-at-home moms, truck dispatchers. It's a rainbow spectrum of the type of women that are drawn to this sport.
And roller derby is not new. It's actually been around since almost the turn of the 1900s.
Yep.
Became really popular in the 50s.
Yeah.
2009, of course, there was the movie Whip It. What kind of effect did that movie have on the sport?
Well, it definitely boosted interest again in the sport, and people kind of went, you know what, where did that go, It was really fun to watch, really fun to participate in, and the best part is it's a mostly girls sport. So I think that's where the big interest gained was we had something that was definitely athletic, and the boys couldn't say, well, we're better than you at that. So I think that was Whip It was a doorway that just allowed everybody to kind of walk through and rebuild the sport up again.
Exactly. So your team has been going for how long now?
We just celebrated our 2nd anniversary on April 12th. We call it our Slammiversary. We started out, there's a low contact team in town here, which is the same as roller derby, except you're not allowed to smash. It's all positional blocking. So you get in front of the jammer rather than slamming into her. Some of the girls on the team were just so addicted, they needed more. And we started 5 of us skating in a parking lot until we found a small space to skate in. A few more girls came along. Venue has constantly been a struggle for us, as well as just about every other roller derby team out there. So being 5 girls, it was difficult to get serious with people. We have a team. Well, who are you? Well, we're only these 5 girls. So as we've grown, people have taken our team more seriously, and venues have opened up for us. But it was quite a struggle. The first year, we didn't even know we were a team.
Right. Okay, now you do have a venue now because you do have a game coming up at the Allman Arena.
Yes, I do.
May 31st. So tell us a little bit about that.
May 31st is going to be our 2nd game. It's at the Allman Arena. Doors open at 7 p.m. There's going to be different raffles, halftime entertainment. We're not sure exactly what that's going to be yet, but lots of times it's a band or dancers, something to keep the crowd happy. and our proceeds are going to be going to the Optimist Place Women's Shelter in Stratford here.
Okay. Now, you have a really good contact site right now on Facebook.
Yes, the Decapulettes, if you check us out on our page, on our Facebook page, the Decapulettes, it's gotten really popular really fast. It can always get more popular. All of our practice information is there. We post any games that we are going to be having there. All events that we attend are posted on there. So even if you can't make a game and you still want to come out and say hi or just introduce yourselves or even come to a practice, take a look on the Facebook page, send us a message. We're always glad to give anybody any information that they need.
Good to know. And there's a really fun slideshow on there about how your team members have chosen their names. So Jackie, aka Hips, thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
And next up we have David Wraithby, who's going to speak to us about the 100th anniversary of Scouting in Stratford.